strap in, strap on, strap up, gag yourself, get a little kinky with it. Because today on PAG, we're talking about one thing and one thing only. Furniture. Got anything to say about that, Jackson?
Never.
No, oh, okay. I thought you were going to say, like, yes and.
I have not yes-anded ever.
Do you have to just have like an issue with yes anding anything I say?
I have an issue giving consent ever.
Oh.
I never say yes to anything ever.
Roll intro. We're better than Jonah Cartwright's intro. I'm just we are more melodic.
Editor, keep this in.
Editor, keep this in. Get it? We are content creators. Editor, keep that in. Editor, cut that. Editor, cut myself. Hello, my name is Duncan Walla, running for the mayor of Kansas City as we speak. Jackson and I have already shook on it. When I come back from Basic, you'll be seeing a series of videos where we are going to be running for the governor.
The governor.
We'll be governor of Kansas City in no time.
Yes.
Actually, PAG Studios will be.
Yes.
Well, because you were telling me that there weren't any laws about it.
Yeah, there were like, so I know people like 16, 17, people who live in other states.
Yeah.
And at one point, one of the past governors was like, yeah, there's literally nothing in here that says, oh, a dog can't run, so an animal can run. So
I'm sure that once we win, there will be suddenly be a law about it.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a second, they can't win this election.
We make a law. Oh, man. Wow. Amazon is now the governor of Kansas?
No, we want to do that.
Amazon, no, like, theoretically, could a corporation could run.
Oh my lord, that's terrifying. That's terrifying. Governor Disney. Governor Disney. Governor Mouse.
Obey the curfew or Donald will find you. Gosh, look like somebody's out past 9!
Hello, my name is Duncan Walla, and my opinions matter. Only about furniture. We will get to why this is so important. We will get to it, because I've had enough.
He's had enough.
With me as my running mate is Jackson. Insert your slogan here. What's your campaign slogan?
I went through like 3 different. I went to 2 different ones, and one was just a Waluigi, wah, and the other one, and the other one was Wubba Lubba Dub Dub, and my brain just shorted out.
you put those 2 fragments of the Big Bang together.
Wah, Blubba Dub Dub.
Wubba Dubba Dub Dub. Oh my lord, that sounds like. Okay, anyway, I'm not gonna make that reference. Jackson, in third chair is currently Jackson Cartwright.
Yeah.
He's the audio man right now.
I am holding down the fort.
Jerry has failed us for the last time.
He'll be back, don't worry.
Yep.
He just needs to spend a few days in the trunk, and then he'll be fine.
Which trunk, huh?
The car trunk. We fill it with water, but so he can fish himself.
Oh, thankfully.
Thankfully.
That's why our car trunk's been leaking. Anyway, I'm here to talk about furniture, because it's a very serious business. All right. So imagine you're moving out, all right? You got an apartment. Your name's Duncan Walla. And
you're still a virgin.
Who's still a virgin as of the recording of this podcast, contrary to most beliefs.
To most religions.
Most people were like, is Duncan still a virgin? They don't know.
Well, like a straight virgin, yeah.
Yeah, Duncan is still a virgin. The more you know. So, you're out here. You're buying furniture for your apartment that you share with a woman. And here you are. Let's say you're hypothetically broke. Hypothetically. Because things are expensive, and weddings are expensive. So you're out here. What do? You get furniture for free. Okay, that's what you do. You get furniture for free. Your Grammy gives you some. Your pops gives you some. Your fiance's mother's random neighbor gives you some. You're getting furniture from everywhere. You're just getting some, all right?
Yeah.
Unlike myself, who's not getting anything.
See, here's a funny thought, and I don't know like the real validity of this. But by the time Logan buys an apartment, we could theoretically give him furniture that we don't need anymore.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot. So, but the thing is, do you want to know the furniture I want to give him?
Your bed?
You know the furniture I want to give him? Target shelves. Okay, now let me tell you, this entire podcast is going to be me venting about the inhumanity of Target's shelves. All right, it is a human rights violation what these people are doing.
The Geneva Convention is not amused.
The Geneva Convention, this is a war crime, all right? Because I'm about to declare war on Target. All right, this is the second take of this
They're actually
podcast.
who's running against us in our political.
The Geneva Convention is running against us.
No, Target.
Target. Oh yeah, we would beat him. We would beat him with a stick, and we'd like it. Referencing the kinky furniture in the beginning. Oh my lord. So you might think, Duncan, why would you get shelves if people are just fucking throwing these furniture down your throat? They're shoving it down there. Free furniture everywhere.
Open up your china cabinet. There's D&D books and minis inside.
Yeah, my china cabinet. Because I have a china cabinet, but I don't have shelves.
You also don't have china.
We have no china because we are proud Americans. We have America, otherwise known as the porcelain that we have. And you're out here. You have a bunch of knickknacks, doodads, and books, and you have no shelves for them. You're shelfless in Seattle of all places, and everyone knows don't be in Seattle without a shelf.
Seattle.
And you're like, okay, Alona, we're broke. We have no money. No, we're gonna go down to Target.
Yeah,
Target. And as you're there at Target, you see shelves for $35 a piece. The perfect color for the wood inside your living room. It would match. It would look nice. It would be pleasant, you could say, to have these shelves in your home. These shelves almost invite you, like a supple predator about to prey upon your children. About to prey upon your children. And as these subtle shelves from a sable alliteration are staring you in the eyes, and with those chocolate-covered gooey, ooey gooey brownie eyes, you buy them for $70, so $76 and like 20-something cents. All right, they are some cheap shelves.
It's so suspicious.
No, there's some cheap shelves. You're like, man, this is really a bargain. You get those only from Target. You want to know the only thing I've gotten from Target? Unwanted anal, because of how much these have screwed me. Okay, so here I am. Alona is on errands.
I feel like there's a good lawsuit you can have against some of the workers for that.
Oh, Bill Cosby got free. I think Target's getting free. So here we are. Alona's away on errands. I'm building some shelves. All right. I'm shirtless in my living room. I unwrap it, and okay. Do you want to know the first problem with this? It was designed by ants. Mother flipping ants, all right?
Ants with a Z, like the DreamWorks movie.
Yeah, like the Bad Bugs Life ripoff. Ants.
They're the Bad Bug shelf ripoff.
Yeah. And you're here, and you're like, oh man, you expect this from most manuals, that they don't tell you what you need to build on the outside. But it looks in and says, you will need a screwdriver for this. Anyone who's out there, take a shot for everything I needed to build these shelves besides a screwdriver. You will be hammered. All right, so, I'm like, okay. I put a shirt on, hop in my car, drive to my dad's house, which is like 10 minutes away, pick up a screwdriver, drive back. I then continue to read the manual. And the manual, it was designed by ants. All right? These aren't smart ants. These ants had an associate's degree in engineering from a freaking community college that they dropped out of. All right, it is community levels of Jeff Winger sort of a degree. Okay, and
from Columbia.
Yeah, I've been wingered, all right. And as we're here, okay, so allow me to, for those 3D thinkers out there, to describe these shelves. All right, it's a U and a box. You attach the box onto the U. And you got a bunch of little holes inside. And you got 4 little pegs that you put inside those holes, and then you put a shelf on top of those pegs, right? So it's a U in a box. Bam, simple. It's how I would build a shelf. It's how I, with handyman father Jeremy Walla, building like a freaking utopia outside of his garage, would build a shelf. I think it's simple. Except the holes are all wrong. All right, so you know how like in IKEA furniture, you got you screw in the screws,
yeah,
and the holes match up, right?
Yeah.
But little did we know these shelves were made by ants. And the holes don't match up, okay? None of the holes match up. And you know how like, you have little wooden dowels for you peg in? You put them on top of each other, then you screw it in?
Yeah.
Right? How sane people would do this? Well, literally, we know these ants have schizophrenia, okay? And those holes don't match up. They just don't. And I'm like, okay. So I drive back that...
My thought process is that I really hope the plot twist of this story is that you take the two boxes that are on top of the U's and you switch them, and then suddenly all the holes line up.
Well, no, I didn't open both shelves at the same time. I built one shelf at a time.
Oh no!
All right, so all of the pieces would match up, right? I did this intentionally because I'm not that much of a troglodyte, but apparently everyone's a troglodyte, and I'm the smartest one, right? Because I drive back to my dad's house, shirt back on, and I pick up a screwdriver. I get a little drill bit.
I imagine your father would not be that surprised if you showed up shirtless to his house and was just like, "Give me tools."
Well, no, my father wasn't here, and I didn't want to, like, freaking invade his garage, stealing everything he owns, his dearest and most precious tools. Nah, I take the drill, I drive back. Mind you, it's only a 10-minute drive between my dad's house and my apartment. Okay,
that's pretty nice.
Pretty nice drive. Let's count up the amount of hours by the end of this. So I'm here. I drill in. And I'm the aforementioned troglodyte. All right, I'm one with the ants. Because the drill is too small. All right, the drill bit is too small. It's too thin a hole. And I try to drill it in. I put the screws in. It's like, well, that's not going to work. And now I feel like I'm about, the level of intelligence of a target engineer. So I then put a shirt back on. I don't know why I'm taking the shirt off at this point. I drive back to my dad's house. I just pilfer just an ungodly amount of drills, right? And here I am, drill bits in hand, a thief in the night, driving back to my apartment. Third time. I get a drill bit of the proper size. And mind you, these holes don't match up. I'm making these shelves. I, at this point, could just go to the Amazon rainforest, chop down a few of their trees, continue the deforestation. No one would care. And then I would have some shelves, all right? I could build these shelves myself at this point, but I've spent $76, and I'm getting my money's worth, all right? And here I am. I drill the holes. And apparently the screws are just made out of human feces, okay? Because I'm here, and I use an electric screwdriver because it's right there. I just pull the drill bit out. I put in a screwdriver bit, and I turn it righty-tighty, baby. And as I try to righty-tighty it, the screws are just made of human feces, and they de-thread immediately. Immediately. And mind you, if you were to go to my home and deconstruct my shelves at this very moment, you would find that one of them is an entirely stripped screw. An entirely stripped screw down to it is a nail with extra steps, baby. And mind you, I did just get them into my screwdriver and just bap, 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 and I was like, I did. It's fine. It's good. But you know what happens whenever you try to drill holes in particle board? The particle board falls apart, okay? So here it is, bits of, wood, quote unquote, scattered about my apartment. I need to rebuild these. I need to put the wood back on. So I drive back to my dad's house to get some wood glue, all right? And I kind of just, at this point, want to drink it. But no, I can't get that pleasure yet until I finish at least one of these gosh diddly darn shelves. And I'm there. I wood glue all the pieces back on. And I finally have my dowels lining up into holes that can then be screwed on. Good. We are good. I put the box on top of the U. I then turn around to pick up the screwdriver. The box then falls over onto my
soft and supple body.
Not onto my soft and supple body, because then maybe I'd cushion it, and this particle board, which is made of tissue paper, wouldn't fall apart. But no, it falls onto my coffee table, and it snaps in half like how I want John Cena to do to my body at this point. All right, it is in a perfect V. And that V stands for both a vendetta, and that vendetta is against Target. Okay, I'm here. I get some more screws. I screw it back together. It is looking like Frankenstein's monster at this point. And it's fine. It's stable. It is screwed together. I have sworn so many times. The F-bomb is basically just implanted. The sonic waves of the F-bomb are just all over. They're infused into these shelves. All right? They're being F'd so hard that they think that they're a Target employee after I'm done with them. All right? And here we are. Shelves built.
Both of them?
No.
Just one.
No. So the box is on the U at this point, okay? Don't get ahead of ourselves. And you know those little the little tabs I talked about?
Yeah.
You put the shelves on?
Yeah.
You know how that would be like, 4 holes that are like, level? That'd be like level, Jackson. You would think that they'd be level, wouldn't you?
No.
No, they're not. They're not level at all, Jackson. Those are zigzags. Zigzags, Jackson Cartwright. And this shelf does not line up. The thing I need it for is not to be a box and a U that have been, tic-tacs together with hopes and prayers. I need shelves. So I am shelfless still in Seattle, which God knows you shouldn't be. And the tabs don't line up. So here I am. At this point, I'm not deciding where I want these shelves to be for, how nice it would look or what I'd put in them. I was looking for ones that are mostly level. Okay, I'm looking for what, random number combination will make it mostly level. And at this point, in my home, you will find 2 different shelves that are not level. They won't be. They never will be. They dip back slightly. And I just got to live with that for the entirety of the
them dipping back is better than them dipping forward.
It is better. I was able to find those ones. I was able to compromise. But something I won't compromise on? Hatred.
I've seen these shelves, and I would not have assumed that the backstory to this...
I've done work to these boys. These boys are my boys. Because the only good decision that these ants made was to put little stickers and lines of stickers that are wood-colored and wood grain. So I could just lie those over all of the little imperfections. Proved to be actually quite helpful, because there was a lot of imperfections in this, all right? And here I am.
They predicted.
Here I am, a shelf. Now, there are a couple other complications, i.e., one of which is I want to put my record player on the bottom. So what I do at this point, I take a freaking hammer to it. I take a hammer to the bottom, I get a hole, I then saw it all around. By the way, excuse me, I drive to my dad's house to get a hammer and a saw. I drive then back. I take a hammer to it, I take a saw to it. It's a nice clean hole. That's what she said. And at that point, my record player, you wouldn't know that its cord goes through it. And also with these shelves, because they're made by ants, they're not level.
Yeah.
So it leans forward slightly, the whole shelf, with my heavy books on it. So to make sure that my heavy knowledge is staying, on the shelf and not on the floor where it could, kill my cat, I take it, and these already come with it. The ways you can screw it to the wall, the top end of it to the wall, so it won't be jiggling and jangling around.
Yeah.
But little did we know, they're designed by ants.
I would thought you were going to say the landlord was like, no, you can't drill holes in the wall.
No, the landlord says we can drill holes in the wall, please.
Yeah.
I just need to, when we move out, take some little plaster and be like, bloop, bloop, and then paint.
Yeah.
But here we are. All right. They've been drilled into the wall. We have a shelf. All right. Eureka. We have a gosh darn shelf. You know what we're going to do? We're going to put stuff on that. I'll put my books on it. I put my D&D books. I put my Berserk novels.
Put my kids.
I put my gosh diddly darn kids on it. It's a shelf. Now we move on to shelf number 2. And really, it's exactly what I expected. At this point, I am sober because I'm not going to...
All the alcohol had worn off. It'd been so long.
I wish. This really would have been the perfect time to just be like, oh yes, beer fridge. But I did not. I was sober this whole time. I was of clear mind. Unlike Target employees when they're designing these shelves. I'm looking at you, cashier. You designed these shelves. No. The second shelf is literally a rinse repeat of the first one. But gosh. I'm so resilient to these shelves and their shenanigans that I just bust it through. I am an expert at dealing with human incompetence at this point. All right, and I'm here. Shelf built, shelf drilled, shelf bad, and then I sit back and look upon a grateful world, a better universe. The world has been made a better place through me building these gosh darn shelves, even though they were made by retarded ants community college dropout ants. I made them. I made these shelves, gosh darn it. And the whole world's gonna know it.
Everybody.
I sing you through the valleys and the forest that these shelves were here and they were made. All right. Jackson, what do you have to say?
That was... I am glad that I don't have to do that yet. Yep. I don't have the patience or the drive. I have too much apathy in my soul to even
you know what? So
buy
do
a shelf. You've gained more apathy from these shelves?
I think I'm a bit more apathetic. I think that I look at humanity and I'm disappointed. And all that we've accomplished. You couldn't sell me shelves that had holes that lined up. And all that we've accomplished.
This is why they're just replacing humans with robots.
I actually would prefer that. You know what's great about robots? Their holes line up. Okay, Jackson, I think we're gonna have to shelf this.